Hello and welcome to the Monday, February 13th, 2023 edition of the SANS Internet Storm Center's Stormcast. My name is Johannes Ulrich and today I'm recording from Jacksonville, Florida. Got a couple of interesting diaries this weekend. The first one was a brief one by Xavier talking about attackers using PowerShell to disable script block logging. Script block logging is, well, as the name sort of implies, used to log what PowerShell scripts do, and attackers don't like that, so they tend to disable it. In this particular example that Xavier has, there's sort of some obfuscated code being used using a collection generic dictionary object in order to disable this logging. Interesting little code snippet and probably something kind of that should be considered suspicious or malicious as is. And Zeek is certainly one of my favorite, if not the favorite tool to analyze PCAP data. Now, often you don't run Zeek at the time that you collect the packets, but you are running Zeek later on packets that you collected, for example, from some incident. And Jesse is walking you through the process in a second diary from this weekend, talking about how to prepare your PCAPs to run them through Zeek. For the most part, well, Zeek will just read PCAPs, but there are a couple of artifacts that sometimes you block that or that you may run into. One is if the packet capture got sort of disrupted in the middle of capturing a packet. It often happens if you sort of exit out of TCP dump with Control Z. Then we also do sometimes want to merge different PCAPs, and Jesse is just walking you through the process of using PCAP fix and then a merge cap to actually get the packet capture ready, and then also a couple sort of little hints on using the Zeek data. And with new tools come new vulnerabilities. One of the interesting tools, of course, being revealed and really sort of taking off this last month is GPT-3 based chat engines, like most notably ChatGPT, but also the new in limited beta Bing chat bot. The new vulnerability that's coming in here is currently being referred to as prompt injection. And of course, the name implies sort of a little bit something like SQL injection. It is very similar. It's actually a very sort of ancient bad pattern in a sense where we do have code and data sort of being intermingled. And of course, with these AI-based tools, it's even more difficult kind of to distinguish what is actually code when you're sending a question, a command to the engine, or what is data that you're supplying as part of your question. And that's sort of where a prompt injection comes in. What essentially researchers managed to do with Bing chat, but also with some of the prior implementations, is to have the bot reveal details about its internal coding and its internal makeup. Another sort of interesting variant of this attack is what's referred to as a prompt leak, where essentially you're asking the engine what question would result in a certain response, which may then reveal a question that was asked by a different user. So in some ways, this looks a bit like social engineering the bot, but as these bots try to emulate humans, well, this is kind of, I guess, where we end up. But well, old style attacks are still going around, and one of the latest thing coming back yet again are malicious Python packages. Sonatype again was sort of leading here and revealing a couple of packages that contain the same malicious code that drops a interpreter shell and also deletes the netstat binary. In addition, these packages may also modify your SSH authorized keys file, targeting probably developers here as the code is executed as the package is being installed. Luckily, these malicious packages were found rather quickly, so not a lot of downloads yet for them. Well, and this is it for today. Thanks again for listening, and well, talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.